The trail marker had been missing for 3 days before anyone noticed. By then, Malchus Webb was already dead, or rather, half of him was. The rangers found his boot first, size 12, laces still tied, sitting in the mud at the edge of Redwood Creek like it had been placed there deliberately. Then came the smell, not rot, not decay, something worse, something cooked. Deputy Carla Ferris had been on the force for 11 years. She'd seen car wrecks, drownings, a bear attack once. Nothing had prepared her for the clearing. Someone had built a fire. A real fire, with stones arranged in a careful ring, ash white and cold, picked clean of bone. She pressed her radio and heard only static. His name, they would learn later, was Elias Voss. He'd lived in the jungle fringe of the Olympic Peninsula for nearly 14 years off the land, off the grid, and eventually off something else entirely. Neighbors 30 miles out recalled a quiet man who bought salt and matches but never meat. Never any meat. The photographs from his cabin, if you could call for rotted walls and a dirt floor, a cabin showed carvings. Hundreds of them pressed into every surface with something sharp, not symbols. Tally marks. Carla followed the single set of footprints deeper into the trees, the canopy sealed above her like a closing fist. She counted the steps, 20, 30, 50, until the prints stopped at a massive cedar, its base hollowed by decades of rot. Inside the hollow, nearly invisible in the dark, 2 eyes opened. "You're late," the man whispered. Thin lips pulling over teeth that were all wrong, too many, too smooth, worn flat, the way no animal's teeth ever would. He smelled like smoke and iron and something she could not name. Carla raised her weapon. Her hand did not shake. Her voice did. "Don't move." The man tilted his head slowly, the deliberate, boneless motion of something that had forgotten how necks were supposed to work. He looked at her gun the way a person might look at a child holding a toy. "I haven't had a visitor in so long," he sighed softly, stepping out of the hollow. He was barefoot. The mud did not seem to touch him. "Stay for dinner." Carla fired twice. He stopped. She ran. She made it to the road. She made it to her car. She drove 47 miles without stopping and never once looked in the rearview mirror. August, just before she'd reached the tree line, she had heard him laughing, not screaming, laughing. They sent 12 officers back the next morning. They found the cedar hollow, the cold fire ring, the tally marks. They did not find Elias Voss. They did find Carla's radio, the one she'd dropped in the clearing, sitting neatly on a stone, with one new tally mark scratched beside it. Remember, nothing in this world has power without a law. If this story gave you chills, like, subscribe, share.